Welcome to video number 2 of this tractor rebuild. This is a Massey Ferguson tractor. It's a model 202 work bull. This was a great tractor back in the day. It still is a great tractor. This is a gas tractor, but we are going to be redoing this tractor from the ground up. And in this video, I'm going to start taking it apart. You can see the backhoe in the back. We're also going to be redoing that and mounting it to the tractor. And you can see here I am removing the loader. And I'm going to start removing the other big parts of this tractor and get it down to just the frame and the motor. I love tinkering in the shop, so this is a perfect project for me. If you want to see what this is going to look like when we're all finished, please subscribe and follow along. I'd say the worst part about taking this tractor apart was the amount of hydraulic oil I got everywhere. I went ahead and drained the entire system, but all of the residual oil that remained in the lines and in the cylinders, they got everywhere. Okay, we're back at it again today. I am going to use this tumbler that I have for reloading to see if it'll clean up some bolts. So all the small ones I'm going to put in there. The bigger stuff I'll clean by hand, like this little stuff here. I don't know if I read a lot of reviews about how these tumblers don't work too well, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. So just throw them in here. And I'll turn it on. All right, we got a lot of the tractor stripped down. Got a huge mess on my hands here, but I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning up my mess. And then I might try to clean up this tractor somehow. I got all these parts too I'd like to clean up. It's sunny out, so today it'll dry quick if I put it outside and try to pressure wash it. All right, I'm getting ready to go hunting. I pressure washed this for the second time, and I've still got a lot of grime and dirt on here. So I still got a lot more to strip off, so I might have to just hand clean stuff. But I realize here, I just jacked this up, and you can kind of see that there's a lot of play in there, so I'm gonna have to replace that bushing. Also, you can see there's a lot of play in this tire, so I'm gonna replace those bearings. I think there's a seal that's busted here. So I'm gonna try to fix that as well. And I think that's the culprit to most of the leaks. I don't know that anywhere else is actually leaking right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get them ordered. We'll finish taking this apart tomorrow. Okay, we're getting some stuff tore apart. Wanted to give an update on the tumbler. Didn't do too bad. A lot of the stuff polished up pretty nice. Even some of these bolts look pretty good. What looks bad are these bolts still. I mean, you can see where it tried to polish it, but the rust, the deep rust, it just didn't remove. Same with this one. I mean, most of the bolts polished pretty well. So, I ordered some Evaporust. Heard some good things about it. So, some of these shined up. Look at that. These little bitty screws is what had a ton of rust on them, and they cleaned up fairly well. I'll probably reuse them. See if we can see that or not. I mean, all this I'm still going to throw in the evaporust for a little bit and see how it does. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, we're gonna get the tires off of here on the back. We're gonna get this jacked up a little bit better and safer once I get these tires off. I gotta figure out how to clean this thing while it's in my garage. I don't want degreaser and all that sitting on my floor. We're gonna go ahead and pressure wash this one last time for all the grime and dirt. Put it back in the garage. We're gonna try to scuff up the paint, get all the loose stuff off of there. And then I'll probably just blow it off with the air hose and maybe kind of wipe it down with some acetone. That's where we're at. So we're gonna do some pressure washing. I'm gonna start pressure washing some of my tires, some of my other parts while I'm out here. So that's what we're gonna be doing for a while. All right, we're gonna go ahead and replace this intake manifold here because as you can see here, it's pretty rusty and there might be a pinhole in there and that might be where all that soot is up here. I have to replace the gasket anyway, so. All right, just a little bit of an update. It's a Saturday morning. I slept in today. It's been about a week and a half on this project. Got all the parts cleaned up, all the grease off of it, except for the loader and the backhoe, which is gonna come later. I'd like to get the tractor together first. That way, as I clean these parts and paint them, I can go ahead and install them on the tractor. Makes it a little bit easier. So, I still have to sand everything. Got a lot of surface rust on this tractor. I think some of this stuff is actually the primer undercoat, but like over in here, that's rust. Got to get all that off of there. Got a lot of sanding to do. But today's agenda, I'm gonna get the pins, the bushings replaced for that pin. And I heard that was a tough job, so hopefully I can get that done. All right, so I'm cutting a keyway into this 3/4 inch piece of stock. That way I can put it in the end of the drive shaft with the key in it and see if I can turn it loose with a pipe wrench. nice having these type of machining equipment in here for stuff like this. I don't have a tool to get that out of there, so we'll just do it like this. Okay, so this actually worked. I built the pin in there with a keyway. The only thing that got me is this is reverse threads. So I heated it, beat on it. Thought, well, may as well try the other way. Sure enough, I guess I should have known, being it's a drive shaft, but that's coming out finally. Okay, as you can see, I actually was able to drive the bushing down through onto the pin. Everything that I read said that you had to actually be able to pull the pin out to be able to put the bushings in, but I drove the new bushing in, which you can see here slipped the old one out, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So that actually worked out pretty nicely.
We are starting the very long process of grinding all the old rust and flaky paint off of this tractor. You'll see here that I'm using a Dremel tool to start getting all the small crevices and areas on the tractor, but in the next video you'll see where I jump up to a DeWalt grinder that I use to grind a lot on the tractor. We worked together a lot on this. While I was doing the tractor, James was working on all the other parts of the tractor that will eventually get put back on once they're painted and everything. So anyway, we're making a lot of progress. It's taking time, but we are enjoying the process, and this is going to be an amazing tractor when it's done. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful week.